friends! I'm Zach.
I'm Mitch.
And we are an excellent little podcast.
We normally are here presenting you a little movie podcast, but tonight we're doing something a little different.
That we are, and it's our penultimate episode for this exact thing that we're doing right now.
Yeah, we are at the sad but incredible end to our Disney cruise. Yeah, that's right, friends. This is day 5 of our 5-night Disney Halloween cruise.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a ride.
Sweet.
It's been a ride.
But we did actually do, I think, the most today out of anything. Mm-hmm. We went big and we definitely haven't gone home just yet, but we're very close to the home port of Miami, so we are almost there.
We are rocking and rolling right now.
We are definitely rocking and rolling. This is definitely the roughest that we've been on the seas right now. There's a bit of a storm, I think, that we're chasing, so we're feeling it a little bit in the ship, but overall it's not doing too bad.
No.
But as you said, Mitch, we're gonna wrap up on this a little special version of Little Movie Podcast. So how we're gonna be splitting up our episode is gonna be a little bit different, as it has been for the past couple episodes.
Yep.
We're gonna go ahead and talk about our first thoughts, and then go into the details of our day. Today being our second port of call, being Castaway Cay.
Castaway Cay.
Castaway Cay, Castaway Cay. I've heard it said both ways on this cruise, so I don't even know what we're actually calling it.
Yeah,
but
I call it Key.
Yeah.
So after that, once we get the details of the day, we're going to talk about the food that we ate, where we ate, and we're going to talk about the entertainment. This time we've got 2 shows to talk about.
That we do.
And then we will give our review, and one of us will describe how we do that once we get to that point.
Yep.
And then we will end it on a high note.
Ah!
Yep. All right. So without further ado, first thoughts of the day, not a single bad thing happened today.
Yeah.
Period. Amen. Not a single bad thing happened. This is probably the best day, even though, yes, it's the last day. Last day, best day, period, amen. I will take it to the bank.
Yeah, no, like I said, both of us were a lot more active than we have been on this cruise, and I've been doing a lot of stuff. However, I also kind of took a back seat as well, kind of in the middle of the day. So, there was a lot that we just kind of did. I'm actually really impressed with us for today, but we had quite a bit of fun. But Mitch, could you go ahead into detail of what you did today? What activities? What did you do? What was up?
So when we went to Castaway Cay, I mostly just laid out on the beach and got the book. I'm reading a nice Agatha Christie book. I finished a couple chapters. I also watched an episode on Netflix. It was Hemlock Grove, trying to get that done. But I also bought 2 pins. If you can see them. Hold that up a little close.
I think... Let it focus. There we go.
And last one.
Let's see. I think it got it. There we go.
Yeah, those are really fun. But yeah, most of the time we spent was Castaway Cay. We met some really good people, not just on the ship, but we also met a nice familiar friend by the name of Captain Jack Sparrow. That was super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, he welcomed us into his pirate crew, even though I didn't have a beard.
No.
So it was really nice of him.
We had a lot of talk about facial hair on that.
Yeah, we did.
It was great. We talked about his, we talked about mine, we talked about Blackbeard's, we talked about Davy Jones, and that Captain Jack is the anti-Davy Jones because he defeated him.
Yeah,
so
we also talked about Gibbs, too.
Oh, we did talk about Gibbs, too.
So that's my details. Yeah. Zach, what about yours?
For me, so this was my big spending day because I started with a nice snorkeling thing going on over at Castaway Cay.
I had to.
You're fine. You're okay. And this was the thing that, I'm not going to lie, was one of the big excursions I was really looking forward to, because I've always wanted to snorkel specifically at Castaway Cay. Because, for those that don't know, if you go snorkeling at Castaway Cay, you can find some things that you might not find in another little bit of snorkeling adventures. I'll go ahead and I'll leave it to your imagination to see, so that if you do come, you'll be able to find out what these sunken treasures are. But believe me, they are worth it. It only cost $34, and it was the best $34 I've spent on this cruise, hands down.
Very nice.
One thing that I will say that was really, really nice is that when you go snorkeling, look for the white and orange buoys that are out. Those are your identifying markers for what is of interest in the snorkeling area. I will say as well, there are 2 sandbars that as you go further in, near the, kind of about the middle of the swim to get out to like the big snorkeling area, where you can stop and realize, is this what you want to do or not? Because it can be pretty, it's not the biggest snorkeling area that I've ever been in, but it's a lot. You are required to have a life vest on at all times, so no worries of like sinking or drowning, but you might, if you are not the strongest swimmer, I would go ahead and start practicing a little bit before you go snorkeling here at Castaway Cay, just as a heads up.
Yeah, but what else happened in your day, Zach?
Yeah, absolutely. So my next thing that I did was acupuncture and a massage at the Senses Spa on board of the Disney Dream.
Very nice.
It was my first time doing acupuncture, and it actually was really good and really relaxing. She showed me exactly like how thick the needles are. They are not thick at all. They are literally the size of a hair. A literal single hair is how big they are. They're not the big hypodermic needles that you find at a doctor's office. And they literally feel just like a tap on your arm. Nice. So that was really nice. The massage that I got was a bundle called The Perfect Day, which was a Swedish massage, a Swedish full body massage, which was really nice for about 75 minutes. That one was a whole lot of fun. I'll be honest, it wasn't the best massage that I've had in my life, but I also haven't had a massage in a while, so I was really, really knotted. She did her best. She got a few knots out, so I would say the time was worth it. Also, the spa is huge. It just, like, it's like a bunch of rooms headed down a hallway. The hallway just kept on going, so I thought that was really funny. But that was a whole lot of fun.
Nice. And
then the final thing that I want to talk about was actually recommended by our dear old Fantasyland friend, Megan Joy. She, when me and her were working together, I mentioned that we were going on the Disney Dream. She recommended that that I try the detective game, which is a virtual interactive game here on the Disney Dream. You have 3 options. You can do the 101 Dalmatians, which is the easy one. The Mickey's Detective Adventures, which is the which is like the middle one, and then the harder one, which is Muppets themed. I chose to do the Muppets. I started it at about the first day at sea when I started.
It was the first morning at sea.
Yeah, first morning of at sea was when I started it. Then I took a break from it for a couple of days because there was a lot of activities I wanted to do, and then we caught some downtime to where I was able to finish it. So I loved it. The Muppets actually were in full force here. Disney actually used them really, really well here, which I thought was really fun. I definitely recommend using it on the quieter moments of the ship because when I was doing it by myself, I could hear the audio really, really well. It was coming through nice and easy because there wasn't a whole lot going on. When I did it today, though, there was a lot going on around the ship. There was a lot of people moving and talking, and I really couldn't hear the audio when that happened. Another thing that I also had an issue with the second day that I didn't the first, my first time when the card was fresh, new, and completely straight and flat, I wasn't having issues so much with the card picking up from the camera, because you are going to have a detective card in order to solve the mysteries and use it to interact with the screen. When I was then doing it today, a couple days later, the card wasn't picking up as easily. So I definitely recommend, if you do split your detective work up, try to do it in the same day, or just get another card and start over.
Yeah, so that takes care of the details of the day. Now we're going to talk about the food. Yeah, so we did eat breakfast at the Cabana, which that's...
Again, it really is the same. I got an
It is.
omelet this time, which shook it up a little bit, which was actually really good. But it really is the same food for breakfast every single day.
Yeah, but then we ate lunch at Cookies 2.
Not Cookies 1.
Yeah, because there's 2 quick service.
There's 3.
places. There is 3,
Yeah.
but the third one was an adult theme one, and it actually had it had steak, but we decided let's just do one of the quick services here. There's Cookies and Cookies 2, and mostly it had like hot dogs, hamburgers,
Brisket sandwiches, ribs, and chicken.
Chicken. And it was really good, I thought. Like,
actually, I kind of disagree with you on this one. To
I
be
enjoyed
honest,
it, yeah.
Well, and don't get me wrong, it was decent, but compared to the other meals that we've had with the cruise, it sits at the bottom of the list for me. And that sucks because I'm really a huge barbecue fan, and I'm really a big Disney barbecue fan. I think Disney does barbecue really well. Here, they kind of lacked an effort here. Not for lack of trying, because they definitely had a good spread. They had like potato salad, macaroni salad, some really big cookies, which I was a really big fan of.
I love the cookies, yeah.
But the food quality was a little bit to be desired for me on cookies.
But we did finish our evening with dinner at the Enchanted Garden again.
Back where we started.
I had for the appetizers, what did I have for appetizers?
You had the chicken satay, I believe.
I did have the chicken satay, which is really, really good. Then I had the lamb chops. And that was, whew, I mean, just had that perfect blend of like tenderness and just pure greatness, if I have anything. And to finish it off, I did 5 for 5 with sundaes. It was a strawberry.
You were the Sunday King. It was a cherry one, right?
It was a cherry one, and it was one of the better ones. So I wouldn't place it at number 1. That would have to be the cookies and cream one that I did. But this one was really good. I'd give it probably 3rd place.
Okay, solid.
But what you get, Zach?
So today, I didn't order multiple things for one of my parts. I only stayed to 3 parts this time.
Our waiter was very happy.
But it was, I started out with a, now I'm blanking on the appetizer again. I'm having a little bit cold feet from last time. We'll skip the appetizer for now, but the entree that I picked was the...
He's blanking on that too?
I'm blanking on everything right now. I'm in a state of euphoria from the massage, and everything's just kind of carefree, and vacation brain is really hard on me right now.
You didn't have the it wasn't...
No.
It was...
the beef Wellington.
Beef Wellington,
That's what I had.
Yeah. The talk of beef helped him.
It was really good. The pastry itself was more noodly than pastry, which kind of threw me off, but it still tasted really good. The potatoes were excellent, really well cooked, really well seasoned. And the red wine sauce was also really, really good. Didn't have a lot of mushrooms, which I was looking forward to, but that's okay. Oh, that's right. For appetizer, I finally remembered what it was. Oh, and it was similar to actually the palette one.
That's
it was stuffed pasta for the...
That's it.
I had a stuffed pasta for the animators thing last time, and another stuffed pasta again for this one. I don't remember what was in the stuffed pasta, but I like this one better. I think this one was like ricotta and mushrooms in like a white cream champagne sauce. It was really, really good. I definitely recommend. And then for dessert, I was torn again, but I ended up going with the peach tart with vanilla cream, and y'all know I'm a sucker for Beer Garden's vanilla cream, so that sold me, as well as a dulce de leche ice cream.
Very nice.
All of it was really, really good. I will say, though, that the peach tart, I'm not a huge fan of amaretto, so it was an amaretto tart, but it was present, but not present enough for it to ruin the dessert for me. But I did have to drown it a bit in the vanilla sauce in order to help with that taste. So but that's only a personal thing. Again, because I'm not a huge amaretto fan.
Yeah. So that takes care of the food. We got one more quick thing, and then we will review.
Yes.
So it's the entertainment.
Aha.
We did 2 shows.
Yes.
First one was Disney Believe.
This is their big main stage show for the night, which I'm not gonna lie, I feel like these stage shows have been going up, 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 and this was not an exception.
Yeah.
I feel like this, to me, even superseded Beauty and the Beast because it hit what I was looking for. It hit really wonderful Disney nostalgia, an original story. Well, a play on a story, but an original script, a not known script, you know, and then a wonderful set of casting characters. Yes,
I think above all, the entire cast for these stage shows have been amazing. I can't really describe how well everyone has been doing over the past couple days. They all should be very, very applauded for their hard work.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But this show, I will agree, this has to be in my top because it just also, it had something that I've been missing when it comes to Disney stage shows, and that's like emotion with these characters because everyone has an emotional attachment to all these characters.
Yeah.
Like Mickey Mouse, like Minnie Mouse, like Cinderella and Belle and the Beast and the Genie and everybody. So yeah, again, like that's something that we as Walt Disney World cast, and this is also, speaking of which, we are Walt Disney World cast members. We do not speak for the brand or the company, and our thoughts are our own.
Yes, that they are.
That is something that we've been lacking at Walt Disney World. It's just I want to see more shows that have an emotional pull to it, if that makes any sense. So.
And that's the thing. To give like a brief summary of this, because this is such an original show to it, it's basically about a father who has a daughter that's really, really uplifting and is into like a lot of magic and believes in magic, but he is a man of science and has grown away from believing in magic. So he somehow, not giving away anything, has to find and relearn to believe in magic. And it's very much to me, it's basically Christmas Carol, but going through magic. Like, it's so well done. You go through so many Disney stories, so many characters. They pull out all the stops for this, and I thought they pulled out all the stops for Beauty and the Beast. This is their show where they go all or nothing on. So do not miss Disney Believe.
Yeah, and the last show, it was See Ya Real Soon.
Yep.
And basically what it is, it's 20 minutes of meet and greets. Mickey...
Quick ones,
too.
and
they're really quick,
Yeah, like, you aren't going to get photo pass on this. It's literally, hi, picture, go.
Bye.
Hi, picture,
bye.
go. And there's a bunch of them. Which ones do you remember were there?
We saw Belle.
We saw Belle because we saw her line was really, really small. We were so sorry, Belle. We wish that you had more of a line.
Yeah. But there was Belle, Ariel, Goofy, Donald, Daisy, Chip and Dale,
Mickey.
Pluto, Minnie, and Mickey.
Yeah. There we go.
But, and everybody, they were moving. I mean, they were absolutely moving.
As a cast member looking at efficiency, like, this was, like, the most efficient I've ever seen cast go. Like, this was quick. Character attendants were on top of it.
Yes.
Characters were going. They understood the assignment and just went. Now, granted, what we're saying is not the norm of character meet and greets. This is not how character meet and greets are normally supposed to go. This is literally meant as a last-ditch effort. Who'd you miss? Who do you need a picture with
to get it done?
Yeah. This is not an action. This is a character meet and greet, but not in the traditional sense. This is to grab a picture and go.
Yeah, and then the show director announced that it was time for them to leave, and they had a nice little moment.
Little B-roll.
Yeah,
they had a nice little video.
Watching, and then finally they go on the steps. And they say goodbye, and it kind of pulls at your heartstrings a little bit.
Yeah,
we're not going to tell you a full thing because we want you to experience it for yourself, but it kind of tears at your heartstrings a little bit.
100%. But like my favorite part has to be where once the cruise director called them all up, they all gathered at the bottom of the staircase.
Yeah.
As this B-roll video is going on the screens, and they all just watch it and are reacting to it and going, "Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, that was so fun."
Yeah.
And like I was like,
I love
That's
that.
Disney magic right there.
Yeah.
Like, just encapsulated. Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and everybody just looking at a B-roll and remembering all the interactions that they've had with everybody. It's so precious.
Yeah, it really was. But all right, it's review time.
All right.
So,
Day 5.
way we have it set up, we have 3 categories and 2 phantom ones.
Yep.
Worst category is feed it to the fishes. Normally it's feed it to the dog, but there's no dog. So we're going to give it to the mafia.
Yeah.
Meaning we did not like the stay at all. Still try it, form your own opinion, but we didn't like it.
Yeah.
Next category is needs to cook a little more, meaning we probably should have done something different. Maybe a different choice in meal, choice in activity or anything. And we also have ate it up, meaning we enjoy the day. We recommend doing whatever you can to do the same thing we did.
Yeah.
But yeah, we enjoyed it. I'm going to take this one, Zach.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a clean plate for me.
Yeah.
This is
Same.
a clean plate. Yeah.
Today was a clean plate day.
Yeah. Meaning this day was perfect. We can't really. It was a perfect day.
I literally, the food was phenomenal today.
Other than
lunch. Well, lunch was a little
Which-
bit of a sore spot, which,
whatever.
again, I wasn't expecting lunch to be the best anyway, because
Me
that
neither.
wasn't what I was excited for on Castaway Cay.
Right.
But, like, dinner was excellent. And that's the thing. Out of me and Mitch were talking before when we found out that Enchanted Garden was going to be our one that we were going to come back to. We weren't exactly looking forward to it because that was, out of all the ones that we've had, that one wasn't our best. Not saying it was bad. That first night wasn't bad, but it wasn't our best meal. So we were a little bit trepidatious going into it, but came out with one of our best meals for sure. And then we freaking enjoyed all the activities. It was the right balance of relaxation and activity. It was well done.
Yes.
So well done.
Clean plate.
Clean plate day.
I had a feeling it was coming.
Ah.
So that's our review. Thank you so much for joining us, my friends. If you want to send us a question, comment, or suggestion, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Email us at elpodcastmz@gmail.com. But we thank you so much for coming with us on this 5-night cruise. We hopefully get to do another one the next year.
And, we still have one more video that we are going to do specifically on the cruise, which is going to be our debarkation process and overall thoughts of the cruise as a whole, and reviewing whether or not what we thought of it. And as a person who has never been on a cruise before, ever, and as one person who's been on one cruise before for a different company, this is going to turn out to be an interesting review, I feel like, of the final product.
But until that time,
I'm Zach.
I'm Mitch.
And we are an excellent little podcast.